Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 2 of the 31 Days of Horror. D Bougie 86 back up in this, guys. Today I got for you guys a film from 1998. Yes, I'm going all the way back to the 90s for this one. And this one's been in my collection for a while, and I wanted to check it out. It's a weird one from the good peeps at Full Moon Entertainment, and it goes by the title of Shrieker. Yes, this film says it's directed by Victoria Sloan, but that is actually a pseudonym for David DeCoteau. Yes, it's a David DeCoteau film. He directed a bunch of films under different pseudonyms, especially for Full Moon. In the same year, I think actually Talisman came out the same year as this one, and let's see, Totem came out the year after. So, yeah, numerous films that David DeCoteau has directed for Full Moon, and on his own too, like Final Stab, Creepazoids, Murder Weapon, to name a few of the ones off the top of my head. Probably directed the best Full Moon Puppet Master movie with the Part 3, which is pretty awesome. Shrieker, though, late 90s Full Moon, not really familiar with a lot of the late 90s stuff from them. Cool concept, I actually dug it. Pretty much, it's about like these college students who actually end up taking over like this abandoned hospital and using it as their board room. And very interesting enough, the new girl that just moved in there, Clark, starts noticing weird stuff happening, some mysterious misgoings on, and we see like burnt, like weird ritual stuff on the floors at night, and hearing weird shrieking noises, pun intended. And we come to find out that 50 years ago that there was actually a spree of murders here known as the Shrieker murders. And now Clark believes that someone has risen the Shrieker again to wreak havoc, and pretty much what ends up we find out is 5 of them are being picked off while one of them is the master. So it's kind of like a who done it, which one is the master type story, which is kind of cool. And I'm gonna leave it off of there. The cast for the most part, it's young teen actors. Actually, very funny. If you know the actor Perry Shin from like the Hatchet movies and shit like that, he's actually in this. It's actually like one of his like early roles. He's wicked young in it. It's cool to see him in it. He's kind of a dick character because he's like the head of, like he started this like ravaging like this hospital pretty much. So he thinks he's like the alpha male type character in this movie. And there's actually a few types of those characters. Typical David DeCoteau fashion. We can't have a scene without a shirtless guy. There's one right in the beginning of the movie, and some weird dialogue to it. Like this guy is introducing himself to the new chick, the main character, the girl in the movie, and he's like, "I'm not gay" and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Like, there's just random awkward dialogue like throughout the movie. Yeah. The Shrieker itself is cool when you see it, but it's mostly like silhouetted, because it's pretty much a dude in a suit, and it has close-ups to like the puppetry of the face, because it has like these like if you can see it right there, the 3 heads type deal, and it's cool to look at. My major gripe with the film overall is a lot of off-screen kills, which you need in like these type of movies, especially with like the pacing of it. It could have been amped up to like a T with like maybe some more on-screen kills. There are a few of them. They're very edited, where it's like slice and dice, where it's like, it's like a lower budget tier Full Moon movie in a way, that aspect of it. But some cool effects of the Shrieker too, like it going through walls. It has the ability to morph into walls and stuff, which was kind of cool to see for the time. They don't overdo it either, so it's not like overabundance of effects, which you do dig it because you know some of those like big like spectacle effects could kind of take you out of a movie too. For the story itself, it's very fast paced. It runs almost an hour and 16 minutes. It's a very short film in that aspect too, and it kind of hurts like some of the like because there's this mystery of who might be controlling the Shrieker, and I kind of guessed it right away. They kind of threw me for a loop for one scene though, but I'm like thinking to myself, you know, I know this person's gonna be what they say they are, and you know it's kind of sketchy, like the whole aspect of why these people are here to begin with. Some aspects of certain characters that were introduced in the film, so I'm like, yeah, they're not who they say they are, you know. But overall, I still had fun with it. It's not the worst like later day full moon film that I've seen. It has some cool aspects and you know some fun characters to follow around. It pretty much turns into like a whodunit like slasher with a creature, you know, in that aspect of it. You know, overall, I dug it for what it was. You know, it's nothing mind blowing or nothing that's gonna break the fourth wall or anything new that you've seen from, especially if you've seen a lot of full moon movies. It does what it needs to do, and it is what it is. And it was a fun watch. You know, wish there was a little bit more of the Shrieker and a few more story cliches and maybe a few more red herrings to throw in there to get me off the scent of who was the one controlling this creature pretty much. But overall, still a fun little film. Doesn't waste your time because it's only an hour and 12 minutes too, like tops, you know. So if I had to rate it, I'm going to give it a solid like 6.5 to 7 out of 10. I'm in that range of it. It's nothing too mind-blowing, like I said, guys, but I think you guys have fun, especially if you do like Full Moon. It's actually a better done, lower budget, later day Full Moon movie, in my opinion. And it's a lot more watchable than a lot of the other shit that they put out in the last few years, to say the least. So yeah, Shrieker, check it out. Alright guys, that's it for day 2. I'll be back tomorrow with day 3. I got another Asian film for you guys, so look out for that. Should be a fun one. And as always, I'll see you next time, peeps. Peace.